Okay, well, Hillary Clinton is just, well, her book been released. Pretty much it's what you expected with it, called What Happened. Even though we already know what happened, it's not like it's a big genius thing. Even though she blames everybody else, she doesn't blame the one person who actually is at fault, which is herself, which makes a lot more of a credible thing to her, honestly. She's saying, well, first it was Barack Obama, then she said it was Bernie Sanders. She said white people. She blamed James Comey. She blames Rush. She blames pretty much anybody. She even blames the Democrat Party who actually got her elected. Truth be told, I already know why you lost Hillary Clinton because honestly, this is not too much of a hard thing to realize. You lost because you had no real policies. You lost because you ran your campaign very crooked. You lost because you didn't go to states that you should have went to, even though they were Democrat headed states. You didn't go to them. You lost because you kept playing the saying that I'm a female, you vote for me. You played the pretty much every card that you shouldn't play. You played it. Not only that, but you're not really healthy. You say you empower women, and yet you pretty much dog out the women that was raped by your husband. And I'm surprised that you're still with them. I'm literally am surprised. I mean, if I were with a woman and she got accused and actually bailed out of raping men or women or anybody, I don't care. I will have my divorce papers at that point. I would. It may take. And it's gonna take me a week to do that. It will probably take me probably a day, depending on when the court actually closes for that day. That's how long it will take me. It may not even. It wouldn't even take me 4 to 3 days to do so. It will take me a day, maybe in a couple of hours, depending on when I figure it out. Now, she blamed Bernie Sanders too, which is a problematic thing to me because, well, Bernie Sanders did try to help her. He did try to get his supporters to actually come to her side, but his supporters just didn't want to come to her. That's just how it goes. Only like 10 or 5% of his supporters actually went to her. So you can't blame Bernie Sanders. You can blame his supporters, but the thing is, they just didn't want you because they didn't like you. You didn't actually do it for them. That's just how it goes. Then you blame Obama when she actually did campaign for you, which I'm still shocked that honestly you blamed him and everything. It's not like you blaming him. Truth be told, this is why people don't like you. Then you blame the DMC. Let me see here. Was it the pretty much you blame Democrats, even though they're the ones who cheated for you to actually get elected. And the problem is that, well, nobody cared. Pretty much, they are the ones who cheated Bernie Sanders out because guess what? They figured that a woman should actually be the star of this, but they saw that, hey, Hillary Clinton isn't making too much traction, but she's close, so let's just let her run. Bernie Sanders got screwed out of the situation. You can see that he was a little pissed off. He knew he got screwed out because he kept questioning about her emails and things like that. Now, do I believe that Bernie Sanders should have been president? Not really, because guess what? The man is 75 years old, probably 76 right now. If he would have actually became president, do you really think he'll survive? And I highly doubt he's going to run in 2020 because, hell, he's going to be pushing 80 at that point. Then truth be told, when it came to all these things, then she want to blame Russia, which actually has no evidence of. Blame James Comey. I do question his timing, but hey, it's an investigation. What do you expect? But the one thing is that the real reason she lost is mainly because she kept playing the woman card. I mean, when Obama ran, he ran a good campaign. He gave on the issues, even though he didn't do a damn thing about those issues. He ran on these. He didn't run on the race card. His audience ran on the race card. He didn't. Hillary Clinton ran on the sex card so much that it just got tired and boring. And you expect me to read probably a 400 to 500 page book about something that I already know why you lost? I'm not paying my money for that little bit of crap. That's not how I roll. I'm not gonna pay probably $10 to $20 just to pay for a book to hear you complain about why you think you lost the election. Because the real reason you lost it, you didn't really name it in your book. Because guess what? The person who lost it was you. You didn't go to Wisconsin, which was Democrat for a long period of time. You didn't really go there, but Trump did, and he won it. He flipped it. That's the one thing you failed to see. He flipped it because he went there. You didn't go there. There are times that he campaigned for a whole entire week. You probably didn't even campaign. You probably campaigned like once or twice a week. That's the thing. Trump actually did the work. He did the job. You didn't. And it showed. You even cheated on the debate questions, even though you could have easily said, hey, I got the debate questions ahead of time. I didn't like this. can you please talk to this employee of yours? You didn't do that. You constantly said that Trump was lying, but the thing is that people are proving you to be a liar. Then you want to say, oh, race or sexism had a role in it. No, it didn't. It wasn't sexism because females didn't even vote for you. You can't really denounce. You can't really say it was sexism when pretty much black women and white women, them all alike, did not want you to be president. That's the one thing that you failed to see. You want to say it's because America wasn't ready for a woman. Truth be told, I asked a lot of people and they said, I don't mind a woman being president. I just don't want it to be her. And I can understand that because she's really corrupt. People say, well, Trump lies. He said only 90%, 95% of the things he says a lie. I'm like, can you prove it? Yeah, oh, it's political. They said, I'm like, just because it's political said doesn't mean they're actually accurate. Hell, when it came to her investigation, it barely got looked at. But when Trump does something that they allege he did, it gets looked at by everyone. They keep saying he's a liar, saying he's part of the Klans. Hell, Hillary Clinton is actually friends with a Klans member, which is I believe it's Robert Byrd. Trump pretty much, some guy named David Duke actually said that he sponsored him, but truth be told, Trump has already denounced him. He denounced the Klans, he denounced David Duke, he denounced neo-Nazis, he denounced all of them. But the thing about Hillary's book is that it's pretty much like she's saying, I can't accept the election, even though she's the one who said, I believe after either the first or second debate, they're saying that, well, if he doesn't accept the election results, it'll be a disruption of democracy. Thing is that he's the one who did accept them. You just didn't, Hillary. That's the one thing. That's why you made this book, because you can't accept the actual reality that you lost. You accepted it the first time because it was against a politician, and he was black, and you didn't really care that much. But with this candidate, you care because he's not a politician. Trump has never been a politician. He has been juggling around the decision of actually running. He did run once, but that didn't work out as well when he tried to run against George W. Bush. So he decided to say, you know what, I'm going to suspend my campaign. But then he decided to run again in 2016 and say, you know what, I'm going to see what I can do. Thing is, he did it. And he actually won, and a lot of people were actually surprised. Hell, I thought he may have lost. I thought that he may not have too much of a chance. But the thing is, he won. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Because truth be told, when Hillary Clinton decided to run, I actually thought she would win. And when Trump actually started running, I thought he was running as a joke. But then I seen him getting traction. I decided to say, yeah, I'm a Trump person too. I didn't mind saying it. My family didn't like it because they were hardcore Hillary Clinton supporters. They kept saying, oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. But yet, when I told them the truth, they said, oh, you just twisted my words. I'm like, no, I'm not twisting your words. It's just that you listen to media constantly, and they actually give you this persona of her, even though they never really question her about the situations that pretty much she actually says. They never actually question it. But they want to question Trump about his situation, even though they asked him the exact same question constantly. He already answered it. They're hoping that he'll trip up. They don't ask Hillary Clinton these questions. They said, oh, well, she said, oh, my email server, that the media actually messed that up with me. Here's the thought, Hillary Clinton. The media actually gave you the biggest praise. Hell, I barely heard about your email scandal that much when it came to the media. People had to go online and WikiLeaks just to figure it out. So honestly, I wouldn't say the media is at fault with that either, because guess what? 99% of the media, well, 99% of the coverage from the media actually was good on you. I would say there was only like a few times that was back, they see they had no choice but to actually say something about it because it was already news. It was already trending. They couldn't really do anything about it. Then CNN tried to lie and say, oh, only they can actually tell you about the emails because they're the media. But the thing is, that's not against the law. It's not illegal. If you have it, then just give it to the FBI agents and they can do something with it. But the thing is that when you blame the media, that's where you screwed up at, because guess what? The media is the one who gave you the biggest hype. They said your polling was all good, but guess what? It turned out that it was a lie. It was all a lie. They kept getting your hopes up, but your hope failed. And staying with your audience, even though they keep calling Trump supporters racist and all this other stuff, you never said that, oh, we should stop this. You said, no, we should resist. For a person who said that she'll accept their election results, you should don't accept them. That's the one thing I see. I don't see you accepting the election results only if you would have won. You're hoping you won. That's the one thing. They kept saying that, oh, the election couldn't be rigged. That, truth be told, when Trump said the election is rigged, he didn't mean by Russia. See, that's the one thing that they failed to see. He gave them only 50% of the knowledge that they needed to hear. He was hoping that they will actually finish the knowledge and see that it was actually just them who was corrupting everything. It was them who was pretty much rigging it. Because he said the media and all this other stuff are rigging the election. He never said anything about Russia. And Obama and Hillary Clinton said, oh, pretty much there's no collusion, there is no rigging or anything. They all said this. And then when the election ended and Trump won, they said, oh, there was massive rigging. Why is it massive rigging when Trump won, but if Hillary Clinton would have won, then there wouldn't have been massive rigging? Why is that? I'm not about to actually buy a book that tells a person, oh, well, this is why I lost, even though we already know why he lost. It's kind of common sense. I mean, people would just turn off their TV, because truth be told, I don't even look at the regular media anymore. I'll probably look at the 700 Club or the CBN News. I don't really look at the regular media, because guess what? They're all corrupt. I don't even look at Fox as much. I watch CBN News, I watch the 700 Club, I watch Next News Network, Alex Jones, pretty much the people who pretty much saw Trump winning and actually was right. So I say maybe they are the ones who are truthful and not the media. Because the media have been getting away with it for years now, but yet nobody's actually had the proof to actually call them on their crap. But now, they now have the power and the authority to call them on their crap, and now they just hate it when Trump calls them fake news. And like this, well, if the shoe fits, wear it. You can't say that people shouldn't call you fake news when they got done proving that you're fake news. I mean, seriously, how can you say that, oh, we're not fake news, when we've been reporting on something like saying that Hillary Clinton is going to win all this whole time against Trump, and there's no way Trump was going to win, but then when he wins, they say, oh, we're not fake news still. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of just on damage control now. That's why you're actually trying to say he's all these KKK, neo-Nazi supporting people, but the thing is that they're just average American people who are just tired of how the system treated them. Hell, Trump has actually done pretty much well done in pretty much a lot of places. Then they say, oh, he just showed no sympathy against Texas when he went there. He went back and started kissing kids and everything. And that's the one thing they tried to do for him with. Truth be told, in a lot of people's opinion, even the Trump supporters, they know that Trump is not a Republican. He's not even a Democrat. He's a conservative Democrat mainly. He's like an in-between type person. He's individual. That's the one thing, because when it comes to politics, they say you either got to be a Democrat or a Republican. You can be in the Green Party or the Independent Party or the Constructional Party. That's the only parties you can be part of. But Trump said, no, I'm not part of any of these parties. I'm in the People's Party. The people got me elected, not the celebrities, not the media, not the politics. Because the politics are the ones who betrayed them. The media tried to destroy him, and celebrities tried to slander him. Thing is, it just didn't work. Because people said, well, I don't care about what you say. I don't care about this Hollywood tape that came out, because guess what? This is just talk. I have no proof that he actually did this to any women. But when it came to Hillary Clinton actually bad-mouthing and doing all this other stuff to actual rape victims, that's the one thing that kind of caught me off. That's what caught people off guard, because they said, oh, it never happened. And the media never really went on that, honestly. They never said, oh, this is what Hillary Clinton said back then, but yet they want to say, oh, Trump said this, but Hillary Clinton saying things about rape victims. Trump has never actually said that he raped people. He may be bragging, saying that he had sex with women. I'm like, well, that's him. I don't really care. I don't care if he brags about having sex. That's just how he is. I don't care. As long as, because to me, a person can actually, they can brag about having sex with many women. I don't really care. As long as it's consensual. And if the girl or they are at legal age. If they are, then I wouldn't say anything. I'd say, okay, well, good for you. Thumbs up to you. But the thing is, if they did this illegal, I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn you into the police or something. That's what I do. But when it came to Hillary Clinton's book, what happened? I like this one tweet that said it had on Twitter, it's like, it said what happened, and beside it said I happened, and had Trump's face on it. And like, yeah, that's true. He said I happened. That's what happened. That's about all. Peace out.